Dog parks are a wonderful place of happiness and joy, where you can bring your dog and they will become a well-socialized individual, learning from a variety of other dogs. Or is it something else entirely? Dog parks, in theory, are a very well-meaning idea. They are meant to be a place where you can take your dog and they can interact with other dogs and get some of that pent-up energy out. Well, on the surface, the idea of a dog park sounds good. In reality, it is a really bad idea, and I will give you 4 reasons why in this video. Let's get into why taking your dog to the dog park may not be the best idea. Reason number 1 on why dog parks are a bad idea is that they carry and spread disease. When taking your dog to a dog park and they meet other dogs there, you cannot guarantee that those other dogs have been vaccinated against some serious diseases. They could potentially carry something such as Giardia, Parvo, Coccidia, and parasites, many of which can be extremely deadly to young puppies. If you don't believe me, just ask your vet the next time you are in their office what they think about dog parks. Reason number 2 why dog parks are a bad idea is that they teach the dog poor social skills. Just like children who pick up habits from the adults and other children they are around, our dogs also can pick up habits from the dogs they interact with. Unfortunately, many dogs who attend dog parks can oftentimes have bad social skills, as they are overly rambunctious and pushy towards other dogs. This is especially true for many adolescent dogs. Additionally, many owners who own dogs that lack social skills mistakenly think that by bringing them to the dog park, they will then become more socialized. This then leads to a bunch of poorly socialized dogs hanging out with and learning from other poorly socialized dogs. Reason number 3 why dog parks are a bad idea is that they are essentially a fight club for dogs. The dog park is a place where people bring their dogs, let them off leash, and the dog is allowed to run wild with other unfamiliar dogs. Dogs that are already lacking in many much needed social skills. This can be very disastrous, as this uncontrolled mating oftentimes escalates into fights between dogs. It's not that these dogs are out looking for a fight with other dogs, but more often than not, they are put into a social position that they do not enjoy, and they then become overwhelmed in that setting. Most people who take their dogs to the dog park either do not know what signs to look for to tell if their dog is uncomfortable, or they completely ignore the signs from their dog. So, rather than pulling their dog out of that uncomfortable setting, they let things escalate until a fight ensues. Reason number 4 why dog parks are a bad idea is that taking your dog to the dog park can kill the relationship you have with them. Each time you take your dog to the dog park, you are building more and more value towards interactions with other dogs. Over time, this desire begins to show, as you will probably notice your dog pulling you to the gate of the dog park. This then becomes an issue on a walk when passing a strange dog, and your dog wants to interact with the other dog rather than go on the walk with you. If held back, this can create frustration, and before long, your dog begins showing signs of leash reactivity while walking by other dogs. This breaks down the relationship on both ends. On your dog's end, they begin to value other dogs more than spending time with you. And on your end, you begin to become frustrated with your dog's behavior. Now that I've gone over the reasons why dog parks are a bad idea, you're probably wondering, great, so if I shouldn't take my dog to the dog park, what should I do instead? I'm glad you asked, because I have a few great alternatives for you. But before I tell you what those alternatives are, I want to give you a free gift to help grow the relationship you have with your dog. That is my free 11-day dog relationship challenge. Once part of the challenge, you will be given a daily activity to complete with your dog. Each activity is specifically designed to help build the relationship that you and your dog share with one another. You can gain access to this challenge by clicking the link in the description below or type it in as you see it on the screen. Now, back to the alternatives. Alternative number 1. Rather than spending time at the dog park, work on building a relationship with them by using play. Daily play with your dog is so crucial to their social development and well-being, as well as building a strong bond between you and your dog, even if it is only 30 minutes of fetch or tug with your dog. By doing it on a daily basis, you can greatly improve the relationship you have with them. Playing with your dog is the foundation for just about everything else in dog training. Alternative number 2. Set up doggy playdates with other dogs. Just because you stop going to the dog park doesn't mean your dog can't have fun with other dogs from time to time. Play with other dogs is very important to their social development. However, by setting up a doggy playdate in your yard or a friend's yard, you are able to avoid the risks of the dog park. By doing this, you can also select dogs to match your dog's playstyle and sociability, so as to prevent them from developing bad habits or make them feel overwhelmed by the other dogs. Alternative number 3. Take the time and teach your dog a new skill, or work on something they already know. This could be something such as teaching them a simple trick, like picking up an object, or barking on command. You could also teach your dog some obedience commands, or refine the obedience your dog already knows. Whatever the case may be, the most important thing is that you ensure that you have fun doing it. I want you to let me know in the comments below how your previous experience at dog parks has been, and if any of the reasons I gave resonated with you and changed your mind. I'd love to hear from you and find out your thoughts regarding the subject. I hope you enjoyed that video, and if you did, give it a thumbs up. If you want to see more great content like this in the future, make sure to go ahead and subscribe to the channel.